Welcome to Gist and Politics, where we dey bring una the current happenings in Nigeria, in Africa, and the world at large. Now, the news. Christopher Musa has come out to warn that anyone caught sympathizing with terrorists is also a terrorist. A friend of terrorists is a terrorist. But what about Shegumi? Shegumi that has been going about, sympathizing with them, that nobody should touch them, they should be giving them whatever they want and treating them with kids' glove. And of course, this defense minister has come out sometimes ago telling us that they are their brothers. Even New Ribado. In fact, most of the military have coming out telling us that they should be pampered, even that they can aspire to become whatever. Even the president of Nigeria, terrorists. Is this not, talking from the both side of their mouth? Let's listen to Christopher Musa first and hear what he has to say. I wonder that Shegumi is galvanizing, moving around, and he said, anyway, what about those that came out and said that they imported the terrorists on national radio, national television, that they imported them to come and help them fight? Why can't he go and arrest those people? Even Shegumi, why can't he go and arrest Shegumi that he knows very well, always talking from both sides of their mouth? Please watch.
Ever forms. Those guys don't mean anybody well. If you think you are trading with them and you are getting money from them because you think you will be getting is blood money and you are going to account for that. Some of us will have some of our traditional rulers, some of our religious leaders that tend to make comments that seem to be encouraging these people to continue to kill people. They should understand the friend of a thief is a thief. Your comments, anybody that's killed because of your comment, you are sharing into that.
Did you hear him? Now watch what his fellow military men said. Then you marry the two, compare and contrast, talking from both sides of their mouth. Watch.
So many people have asked that question: why do we need to rehabilitate criminals? They all should be killed because they kill people. Well, that may make sense. But even in the Bible, we heard about the prodigal son. If there was not that window for the man to come back, would he have come back? So the point is that these are Nigerians, mostly. And it's important for us to give them that window to repent.
Da dan uwa yake fada da dan uwa, Allah zai kawo fahimta akan cewa ya ce a'a bai yi ba daidai bane a bari. Kuma alhamdulillah ana samu
opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country.
You see the hypocrisy we're talking about? Even New Ribado said that comparing it to two brothers fighting, people that will enter a whole community, massacre everybody, buy everybody. New Ribado said his brother and brother fighting. That means they have to forgive them. Dear Allah. I beg. Yes, another news. Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced a mother and a daughter to 20 years imprisonment for aiding and abetting terrorism. You heard right. The mother was protecting her son. The sister was protecting her brother. They will go and they buy people, collect ransom, bring mother and daughter will be gods. These people. And they want me to be in the same place with them. For what? In fact, another news. In Edo State, the state government has demolished, as you can see, the residence of one Christian Okedua for aiding and abetting criminal activities in Uromi. Yes, but I think that demolition of that beautiful house, does it worth it? Why can't the government confiscate that building and use it for something else? Yes, the government can take over the house, use it for something else, instead of demolishing it completely, wasting resources for nothing. This is my own take. What do you think? Are they supposed to demolish it or use that, confiscate it? It will not belong to the government. The government can use it for whatever they want to use it for. Watch the house being demolished. And look at the pains and agony this man has put his family. Imagine. In fact, watch first.
and this building belongs to one Christian Okodua, who has been linked severally to a kidnapping blockchain where he imports mercenaries from other outside neighboring states to this Urome to do this kidnapping business. And all the arrests we've made have linked him directly to all of this. And we call that conspiracy, aiding and abetting into kidnapping. And the investigation have proven that he is the mastermind and culprit of all the most very ferocious kidnapping in this Urome. And the hands of the law has met him. And this is what the result is. We had the marching order upon investigation and verified information that this building should go down, because that's the law. Once you are linked to all of this, and most of the persons who have arrested are also mentioned this name, the house is going down. That's the resultant effect. So it's left for you to change or not to change. The picture and the reality is this: if you see these things and still remain in crime, it's left for you. The hands of the law must meet you, catch up with you, and prosecute you. I think the governor should be given a kudos for this. And let me quickly chip in this. The very Sunday kidnapping at Vegetable Market, the mastermind of those persons, mastermind of that action has been intercepted and they are caught. As we speak, they are arresting in state CID.
Just come. Mora, do that to fast.
Wonders. You know, look, did you see that? A pastor and a traditional ruler were caught aiding and abetting kidnap, aiding and abetting crime. A traditional ruler, a pastor. Ọkwa anyị na-ekwu maka pastor. Some people will say, hey, why are you calling people that God anointed? God anointed their nose, anointed their eyes, anointed. Were you there when they were anointed by God? Were you there? When they talk about those evil pastors and you are among those telling, hey, leave them, leave judgment for God. That your mouth, you see what will happen to you. You will see you are part of the problem. You know, supporting those evil pastors that they should leave judgment for God, you are part of the problem. Watch.
And is the one that gave out Lexus car RX 300 to the kidnap gang. That is how you usually do. You will loan out vehicles, give out vehicles to them. When those ones go out and they operate, after they finish operation, they will come and give in the booty of the operation. But in this particular case, he got disappointed because we were able to get him. Of course, we had intelligence on him for some time, but we are trying to train him to really get the right time that we are going to get him with the evidence, and here he is. Also, there is Ebenezer. Ebenezer, where are you? That's Ebenezer. He's one of those key members of the gang. And the pastor, which one is the pastor? Pastor, show your face. That is pastor. That is the operational leader of the gang. And AK-4, as I said, 4 AK-47s were recovered from them. This, and this were recovered. So, yeah. Oh yeah, hold on. Carry that one. Oh yeah. Okay. No. Oh yeah, carry that one. Carry the other AK-47. And then the last one. The one, this one is. Oh yeah, carry. So, these 4 AK-47 rifles were recovered. These 4 rifles were recovered from this gang. In addition to these 4 rifles, this LA and this SMG were recovered. This LA and this SMG were, the 2 of them were taken from NDLA operatives. They were coming from an assignment sometime in May, and they were ambushed. One of them was shot, the other was injured, and their rifles were taken away from them. So these rifles have been recovered for NDLA, and in addition, they have arrested the suspects that committed this heinous crime. And from them we have recovered 120 rounds of live ammunition. 120 rounds of live ammunition, and the ransom of 4.2 million. Is the ransom of 4.2 million. And out of the ransom, a sum of 3 million was given to the Eze. A sum of 3 million was given to the Eze as payment for him to repurchase another vehicle, because the vehicle that he gave to the thief was recovered by the police, and they thought that it's a lost thing, and for them to be in operation, they have to compensate the Eze. So in so doing, they gave him a sum of 3 million naira in order for him to buy another vehicle, so that they will still be in business. Of course, some of the monies were recovered, totally 4.2 million. Out of the total sum of 7.5 million. Out of the total sum of 7.5 million that were taken from victims, they have recovered 4.2 million. And of course, those are various magazines, and cartridges that were recovered. So outside this one, there are other cases, as I told you. There are other cases, case of recovery of vehicles, case of defilement, case of incest, and all that. So that is what you have there. And these are the suspects. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
It's terrible. A traditional ruler giving out his car to gang members to go and steal and bring, his own proceed, even a pastor or Diego. Anyway, thank God that they were caught every day for the thief and one day for the honor. Yes. Now, another gist. Another gist. Did you see it there? Following a wave of court killings in Auchi, Edo State, police raided one hotel and all the cultists were caught. Now, why are you killing your fellow man because of court? Court! What has it benefited our boys? Rather, they will just buy you for nothing. They will buy you for nothing. Even if you were deceived, why are you there? You come out. If you were deceived, then you come out. What is the benefit? If it's a young boy watching now, what is the benefit of joining court? You just waste your life for nothing. Please let us watch this.
Put your face in front of you now, all of you. Wherever you are. I want to go back. You back to the bed, flag.
Another gist, but this is the last one for today. Now, as you can see, that the Fulani kidnappers kidnapped this young man in Akoko East local government of Ondo State. Kidnapped him inside the bush, tie him on the tree for weeks. No food, no water. These people are wicked. Exhausted everything about him, and the local, hunters, went into action. According to the story you can see here, they captured them, neutralized the suspected kidnappers, suspected. They captured them, neutralized them, and still calling them suspected. Niger news. Niger. Now, they neutralized them, and you're going to watch how they rescued this young man. And thank God that he was taken to hospital and he was okay, according to the news. Now, what do you think? You're going to watch how he was rescued. And this is the end of this news. Please, what do you think in all the clips that I've brought to you? Hope you like everything. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. This is a new channel. Subscribe, okay? Thank you so much as you do that. Bye. Mwah. Watch how this guy was rescued. Bye for now. Fulani.
Fóònù rẹ̀ ní ọ̀tọ̀ la bá cover ọ̀tọ̀ la bá bátù. Dúró farabalẹ̀. Kí ló mọ̀ pa ẹ̀sìn ẹ̀ lọ́rùn fa? Hello. Hello. Ogun bí machine rẹ̀ ni. Táfíà ní ẹ̀dẹ́gbà ni.
Fulani.
Wàhálà dé. Kò sí nǹkan kan mọ́. Ẹ̀rí pọ́wọ́ ní ti hangi. Wàhálà dé. Ngbà bá fẹ́ wọ́n á lé mi pọ́lọ̀ hangi rẹ̀.